welcome speech and officially opened the event by the chair of Sembilan Pemuda Indonesia International Conference of Economy and Education 2025, Miss Elsa Fiona SAMM.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished
Waalaikumsalam.
distinguished guests, distinguished speakers, and distinguished participants, good morning to all of you. It is with great honor and pleasure that I welcome you to this International Conference on Economic and Education Issues 2025. This international conference is held by Sembilan Pemuda Indonesia Foundation, and this conference is followed by 76 presenters and 7 participants. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my warmest greetings and appreciation to everyone who has joined us today. First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the distinguished speakers who have graciously accepted our invitation to share their invaluable knowledge and insights. Your presence has greatly enriched this event, and we are truly honored to have you here. This conference is an important opportunity for all of us to engage in meaningful discussions, exchange ideas, and gain new perspectives on economic and education. In an ever-evolving world, platforms like this are crucial in fostering collaborations and innovation across fields and industries. I would also like to express my deepest appreciation to my fellow organizing committee members and everyone who worked hard behind the scenes to make this event possible. Your dedication and hard work are truly commendable. And to all participants, I urge you to actively participate, ask questions, and make the most of this conference. Let us use this platform to broaden our horizons and strengthen our global network of professionals and academics. By reciting Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I open this conference. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you again for being a part of this event. I wish you all a productive and insightful session. Enjoy the conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our opening ceremony. As the master of ceremony, I would like to thank you for your attention and presence. Let's close the Sembilan Pemuda Indonesia International Conference of Economy and Education 2025 based on opening ceremony with reciting Alhamdulillah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first speakers is Mr. Maniram Sama. Mr. Maniram Sama, time is available for you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you. Very wonderful biography. Thank you, Muhammad. Can you see something there on the screen?
Yeah. Yes, clear, Mr.
Can you see now?
Yes, good.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. So this is early morning here in Kathmandu. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Actually, today I'll be talking about the education perspective and the challenges and the opportunity in Nepal. So here in this my session, I'll be highlighting the role of education and the opportunities as well as challenges in the context of my country. But the major role of education is to enhance and integrate the skills in life. So on the other hand, education is the main gateway to development. Once you talk about the development system in any country, education is education is the first priority. And education helps to transfer from one generation to the next generation. Therefore, the role of education is to transfer the knowledge from one generation to the next. All right. So, and let me come back to the learning. It is very broad aspect in education. So many people say learning is very important, but what is it exactly? So this is a question to all of us. So learning can be lifelong process, if somebody says, and learning can be a continuous process, and learning is related to the life, and learning is related to the profession. Okay, so coming back to the education process here in my country, learning has a different perspective. Learning has different practices that done by the educational universities, education institution in Nepal. So learning is a regular process. We all are learning. You all are learning. I'm still learning. So it is endless process. So it is a continuous process, by the way. So I'm going to highlight some educational challenges. Is like a bottlenecks. So bottlenecks means a kind of obstacles. Obstacles. I mean the challenge, difficulties. Let's say like that. So here in the country, we have some weak educational practices in the name of traditional practices, in the name of technology, in the name of methodological part and other things. All right. So one of the challenge in my country is the practice of weak modality of teaching. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's a complete weak education system, but somehow the policy has created the weak educational practice in the field of curriculum, policy making, and plan. So this has resulted in a kind of issues. So next perspective is the wrong perspective. Say many people say they have a wrong perspective. It's not because of education. It's because of the kind of misunderstanding. So teaching is a kind of very hardworking job. They're getting is the least remuneration, least payment, least initiatives. Okay, so this kind of wrong perception has created the demotivation in the profession. So teaching can be one of the best motivators of the motivation, but again, the misunderstanding about the teaching, difficulties in policy planning and education setting. So teaching and learning materials are sometimes the point of lacks. Sometimes we have lack of textbooks, and we're talking about the federalism in the country. We have different federal states in the country, but the updating, the need, and publication of localized textbooks are still in the practice. I mean, are not in the policies, not in the curriculum, and the lack of contextual textbook, because we all are talking about the science and technology and all the contextual issues in the global situation, but still the lack of textbook because of geographical problems in the country, and because of other issues like lack of expertise, lack of updated planning and policies. Okay, so this has created a problem in teaching and learning materials development. Okay, and one of the major problem in the country to enhance the education quality is poverty. So from the policy level and from the government sides, so we still have the less budget. Let's say like that. It's not a lack of budget, but the less insufficient budget in education and vocational training skills and other situations. Okay, so the government has allocated the budget in education in a high chance, but the budget does not promote the life skills related programs, so that the deprived children can get the practical knowledge for the lifelong and for the life being life history. Okay, so there are some wrong superstition that the children, I mean the girls cannot go to the school. Girls cannot go to the school. Girls have some domestic responsibility to look after the children, to look after the brothers and sisters. So this kind of some misunderstanding has created the kind of, let's say the difficulties in policy planning in education, and the lack of inclusive education. So inclusive education has already granted by the Constitution of Nepal. Constitution of Nepal that it is only in the document. It is only in the Constitution, but not in the real practice. Not in the real practice. So we have a number of physical disabilities in the classrooms, but uh, the educational institution or the universities are not able to address the real concept of inclusive education in the country. So this is still in the progress. So I cannot say this is in the complete form. No, but this is an undergoing process. But we cannot see the complete practice of inclusive education in the country from the basic level to the university level. Okay, so we have a very strong policy. We have a strong planning about the inclusive education in the documentation, right? In the document, but again, so I cannot see the complete practice of inclusive education in the country. We have some other institutions working for the people who are physically disabled and other disabilities, other capacity, abilities too. So it's a matter of debate again. And the rate of dropout students every year is a very, very high number. Okay, so the students leave the school, students leave the educational institution because of many reasons. Okay, but I have highlighted some of the reasons here because of social awareness. Because it's been said that the girls cannot go to school. Okay, so that may be the one reason, and maybe the geographical distance because one student has to work more than 2 hours from the home to school, and he or she has to come back to the school again. And other family restriction can be the major reasons for the dropout students. Okay, some geographical barriers, some religious barriers and cultural barriers. So these are the major reasons for the dropout students in the country, and which has really created the low literacy rate and the low income outcome, low learning outcome in the mainstream of education in the country. Okay, so there's maybe the other reasons, but these are the major reasons for the dropout rate of students in Nepal. And this has really created the kind of a low economic situation, because the major theme of the conference is the economic and education system. The impact of education here. So another point is that once you get the degree in the country, so opportunity is very important thing. So here in the country, policy says we have to create the opportunities in the country. But there are limited opportunity once you have a graduation. Once you have a degree, you should be able to get, the nation should be responsible to provide the opportunity in the country. But again, the main problem is that the brain drain. The looking for the foreign opportunities and foreign employment situations after the degree. This is another problem here. And honestly speaking, there are two modalities of education. Okay, so one is the government institutions, government children, a government education system, and another is a private school. So between the differences between the practices between two format, private institution, a private modality way of teaching, and the government way of education. So this kind of mixing practice has created a problem, because finally,
best friend, our bestie, yeah, in Indonesia means that bestie. Someday I will visit your country, hopes, yeah, and then also I will also invite you to come here, yeah.
You can come to my country, because there are a lot of international conventions going on. Check, okay. So I can also come to your country, because I have not visited Indonesia yet. I can see many people here Okay.
Okay.